Against the neon glass, watching time and data pass. City is a silent scream, living in a static dream. Slide guitar on a velvet wire, cooling down the cyber fire. You don't have to say a word, the quiet heartbeat can be heard. Glitched in time, finding our place, searching for woman at law grace. 90 beats, slow and deep, the only promise we can keep. Lost inside the static embrace tonight, floating in the frequency of purple light.
Analog slide and synthetic code, navigating this digital road.
Yeah, let the rain wash the haze away, finding our own rhythm in the cyber gray.
Look, signal shift, keeping it quiet. Forget the noise and the viral riot. 90 beats, the only clock we need. Dodging the algorithms at light speed. Vinyl pops like a retro memory. Glitch sanctuary, you and me. Slide guitar, singing the soulful blue. The quiet chord, the only thing that's real in the view. Keep it smooth, let the tempo sway.
We don't let the matrix take the vibe away. Glitched in time, finding our place, searching for a woman in law grace. 90 beats, slow and deep, the only promise we can keep. Lost inside the static embrace tonight.
Embrace tonight.
Floating in the frequency of purple light.
Analog slide and synthetic code, navigating this digital road.
Yeah, let the rain wash the haze away, finding our own rhythm in the cyber gray. In a world that wants too much noise, we found our quiet, we found our choice. Let the slide guitar cry, let the rain wash over. We're just waiting for the system to change over. Disconnecting now. Breathing in the purple neon smoke, watching all the promises we broke. Mirrors on the ceiling, mirrors on the wall, reflections of a world that's about to fall. Jazz guitars ripping like a digital wave, saving all the memories we tried to save. Keep the contrast low, let the shadows blur. In this room, we're better than we ever were. Lost inside the vapor and the mirrors tonight, blurring all the edges of the cybernetic light. 90 beats per minute, keep the engine low, where the synthetic rivers and the memories flow. Yeah, let the smoke ring drift away, finding our own solace in the cyber gray.
Yeah, look, flick the lighter, see the spark. Trying to illuminate the digital dark. Smoke rings floating to the grid above, looking for an analog version of love. They got us trapped in a house of glass, watching the holographic illusions pass. But this guitar melody, it bends the light, gives us a sanctuary for the night. 90 on the tempo, chill on the delivery, breaking the codes of the corporate conspiracy. Just you and me in the mirror reflection, the only genuine wireless connection.
No more holograms, no more lies. Just look at the truth in each other's eyes. Let the vapor rise, let the matrix bend. Drift away. Flash of light in the neon rain, capturing a moment we can't explain. No digital storage, no cloud to trust, just a physical frame in the cyber dust. Watch the colors bloom in the palm of my hand, a tiny little piece of this artificial land. View the trombone crying in the background haze, getting lost inside this holographic maze. We're just shaking the picture, waiting for the glow. 90 beats dropping, keeping it laid back and slow. In a high-speed city with a million things to prove, we're stepping off the grid, sinking in that lazy groove. Yeah, let the chemical magic react.
This is the one thing they can't track. Look at the exposure, setting the frame. Everybody else is busy playing the game, chasing the metrics, looking for the views, but we're down in the dark room, playing the blues. Jet bomb the frequency, keeping it chill. Time is moving fast, but the image stands still. Focus on the foreground, blur out the street, finding our own aesthetic inside of the beat. No need to rush it, let the emotion dry, holding the physical piece of the purple sky. Upright, bass stomping right in the chest, taking a minute just to disconnect and rest.
Hold it up to the light, watch the shadows fade. This is the beautiful world that we secretly made. We're just shaking the picture, waiting for the glow, waiting for the glow. 90 beats dropping, keeping it laid back and slow. In a high-speed city with a million things to prove. We're stepping off the grid, sinking in that lazy groove. Yeah, let the chemical magic react.
This is the one thing
they can't track. Perfect capture. Glowing liquid with the synthetic amber hue, sitting in the corner waiting here for you. Holographic jazz posters on the dark wood wall. Listen to the rain and the cybernetic call. Felt piano keys whispering so low, melting all the stress of the city high glow. Take a little sip, let the rhythm take the lead. In this quiet lounge, you're the only one I need. Sipping synthetic amber in the neon light, blurring out the madness of the cyber night. 90 beats per minute, keeping us on track. We're diving in the groove and we're never looking back. Yeah, let the ice melt slow, watching the electronic river flow.
Yeah, look, check the menu. Order up the vibe, hiding from the cameras of the corporate tribe. Felt piano hidden with that warm, soft touch. In the universe, a data we don't need that much. Ice cubes clinking to the rhythm of the beat, high above the traffic of the neon street. We ain't running macros, we ain't running code, just two tired hackers at the end of the road. Keep the glass full, keep the delivery chill. Let the 90 BPM make the world stand still. Yeah, look into the amber, see the spark, finding our own version of the light in the dark.
On last glass, before the neon fades, forget the digital wars and the holographic glades. Just this warm feeling. Sipping synthetic amber in the neon light, neon glowing on the silent leaves, digital fruit hanging from the data trees. Walking barefoot on the glowing stone in this crowded city, perfectly alone. Zither plucking through the cyber haze, watching all the algorithms change their ways. Let the ancient strings bend out of time, finding a connection in this modern grind. We're just breathing in the neon orchard air, finding some peace when there's nobody there. 90 beats dropping on the wet concrete, neo-soul echoing down the empty street, yeah. Let the natural groove take control, breathe an analog life into a synthetic soul.
Look, intercepting signals from the ancient grid. Forget the noise and the viral riot. Tend the virtual guard and keep it quiet. 90 beats the only clock we need. Dodging the algorithms at light speed. Vinyl pops like a retro memory. Glitch sanctuary, you and me. Zither singing the soulful blue. The quiet core, the only thing that's real in the view. Keep it smooth, let the tempo sway. We don't let the matrix take the vibe away.
No rush, no race, just finding our space. Let the ancient strings bend out of time. Groove take control. System come. System come. System calm. Keep it lazy, 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 lazy. Holograms are rushing outside the glass. Everybody's moving, trying to be fast. Data streams flowing like a neon river, but the cold digital wind just makes me shiver. Step inside the lounge, let the tempo drop. This is the sanctuary where the clocks all stop. Listen to the brushes sweeping on the snare, floating like smoke in the cyberpunk air. We're just sinking down into the lazy groove. Let the algorithm guess the way we move. 90 beats a minute, keep it Jazzhop slow, where the analog souls and the dreamers go. Yeah, turn the neon down, let the record spin. This is where the quiet rebellion begins.
Yeah. Welcome to the lounge, leave your chrome at the door. We don't chase the high-speed traffic no more. Just be on the frequency, keeping it chill, while the rest of the city is swallowing the pill. We got the laid-back funk, we got the lo-fi grace, building up a haven in this cyberspace. Needle in the groove, pulling magic from the wax, nothing but the genuine analog facts. You sing the melody, I'll ride the beat, the only real connection on this holographic street. Yeah, steady on the pace, no need to rush, painting this canvas with a velvet brush.
Disconnect the wire, feel the acoustic fire. In a world that's spinning out of control, we hold on to the lazy soul. Keep it lazy. Keep it lazy. Keep it lazy. We're just sinking down into the lazy groove, lazy groove. Let the algorithm guess the way we move.
Let 'em guess.
90 beats a minute, keep it Jazzhop slow. Where the analog souls and the dreamers go. Yeah, turn the neon down, let the record spin. This is where the quiet rebellion begins. Keep it lazy. 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 Stay warm. Holographic snow on the neon sign, reimagining the old design. The city is freezing in a chrome-plated shell, but I can hear the ringing of the cyber bell. Tablet talking through the winter night, melting down the frost with an analog light. Let the chimes loop, let the frequency bend. This is where the ancient and the future blend. We're wrapped up in the digital snow, keeping that lazy groove down low. 90 beats dropping on the solid ice, reimagining this paradise. Yeah, let the eastern rhythm guide the way, through the freezing cyber gray.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, look, winter in the mainframe, temperatures drop, but this fusion rhythm ain't never gonna stop. Tubular bells cutting right through the frost, starting back the packets that the network lost. Tablet in the pocket, setting up the pace. Eastern soul living in a western space, reimagining the classics, flipping the script inside the 90 BPM where the timeline slip. Keep the vocals smooth, keep the delivery warm, a localized sanctuary in the day. The storm, just ride the bell tower, let the bass line hit. We're the only ones left who are feeling it.
Watch your breath freeze in the LED breeze. Every time the bell rings, the whole city sings. Snow, keeping that lazy groove down low. Keep it low, beats dropping on the solid ice, reimagining this paradise. Yeah, let the eastern rhythm guide the way. neon away, watching the holograms flicker and decay. Raindrops falling to an ancient beat, watching the chrome on the deserted street. Tablet talking in the midnight air, a digital ghost with an analog prayer. Nylon strings bending through the pouring rain, a beautiful glitch in the city's brain. We're caught inside the neon monsoon, dancing in the shadow of a synthetic moon. 90 beats dropping, keeping the fusion alive.
Down in the underground, where the renegades thrive.
Yeah, let the water wash the grid away, finding our own rhythm in the cyber gray.
Look, signal dropping in a heavy storm, but this acoustic wood keeps the frequency warm. Tablet hitting like drops on the glass, watching the hovercast splashing as they pass. We ain't running from the weather, we embrace the flow, setting up the vibe in the underglow. Nylon string sliding smooth on the fret, the deepest lazy groove that the city can get. Eastern rhythm mixed with the western bass, a localized sanctuary in cyberspace. Just ride the pocket, let the
Percussion speak, finding the strength when the signal is weak. Let it rain, let it pour, washing away the digital war. Just you and the rhythm. We're caught inside the neon monsoon, dancing in the shadow of a synthetic moon. Hey, 90 beats dropping, keeping the fusion alive.
keep it alive.
Down in the underground where the renegades thrive. Yeah, let the water wash the grid away. Storm is passing. Watching the rain just wash the dead away. Steam rising from a porcelain cup, trying to keep the analog spirit up. The city outside is a freezing machine, but in here the air is warm and serene. Melodica blowing like a midnight breeze, melting the code on the computer keys. We're just running on static caffeine tonight, staying awake in the cybernetic light. 90 beats dropping, keeping the pulse real slow. Where the late night hackers and the dreamers go. Yeah, let the bitter taste linger and stay, washing the stress of the system away.
Look, up the fuel, another dark roast. Living off the grid, feeling like a ghost. Screens all around, but my eyes are on you. The only genuine thing in the holographic view. Melodic and hitting with that nostalgic touch. In the world full of noise, we don't need that much. 90 on the tempo, pacing the thoughts. Dodging the trackers in the corporate box. Just a warm cup and the deep funk bass. A localized sanctuary in cyberspace. Keep the steam rising, let the melody flow. We're taking our time real smooth and slow.
No more deadlines, no more code. Just a rest stop at the end of the road. Feel the warmth in your hand. Just running on static caffeine tonight. Static caffeine. Staying awake in the cybernetic light. 90 beats dropping, keeping the pulse real slow. Keep it slow. Where the late night hackers and the dreamers go. Yeah, let the bitter taste linger and stay. Holographic mandala spinning in the sky. Watching all the digital centuries go by. Copper wires woven into ancient gold. We are the new story that the system told. Sitar bending through the neon light. Ben Shori crying in the middle of the night. Let the tabla guide the heavy bass along. Writing our own code inside this fusion song. We're caught inside the neon mandala today. Watching the synthetic illusions melt away. 90 beats dropping on the temple floor. Opening up a different dimensional door, yeah. Let the ancient trio take the lead. Giving the cyber soul exactly what it needs.
Digital fusion, connecting the stream. Eastern classical living, inside of the dream. 3 instruments playing the analog truth. Reimagining the classics, finding the youth. We got the flute on the high, sitar bending the string. Tablet in the pocket, making the whole city sing. 90 on the tempo, but the spirit is old. A localized sanctuary in the cybernetic code. We don't need a heavy sense, we keep it profound. Building up an empire on a physical sound. Keep the vocal smooth, let the delivery flow. Planting the lotus where the neon glow.
Close your eyes, visualize the ancient strings and the modern skies. Just you and the rhythm. 了 today.
你要慢的了
Watching the synthetic illusions melt away. 90 beats dropping on the temple floor.
On the floor.
Open up a different dimensional door, yeah. Let the ancient trio take the lead. Dialing the numbers in the neon dark, hoping the signal finds a little spark. Maybe there's only a couple dozen souls on the line, but in this digital wasteland the connection is fine. Sarangi weeping through the copper wire. We don't need the algorithm to fuel the fire, just a quiet corner in the cybernetic night, keeping the lazy groove spinning out of sight. We're building a sanctuary on the rotary dial. Step out of the traffic, come and stay for a while.
90 beats dropping, let the heavy bass move.
Welcome to the frequency of the lazy groove. Yeah, let the ancient strings bend and cry underneath the holographic purple sky.
Yeah, look, click the receiver, pick up the phone. You ain't navigating this matrix alone. They chasing the metrics, looking for the spike, worrying about the click-through and the fake like. But we keep it grounded, keeping the aesthetic tight. A couple dozen listeners catching the vibe tonight. Eastern strings bleeding into western drums. This is the sanctuary when the midnight comes. No need to panic when the numbers stay low. It takes time for the neon lotus to grow. Keep the vocals smooth, 90 on the pace. The most exclusive broadcast in cyberspace.
Hold the line, don't hang up yet. This is the one frequency you won't forget. Just feel the analog warmth. Building a sanctuary on the rotary dial. Step out of the traffic, come and stay for a while.
90 beats dropping, let the heavy bass move.
Let it move to the frequency of the lazy groove, yeah. Let the ancient strings bend and cry. flowing street, watching the neon colors in the water meet, washing off the digital dust from my clothes, where the artificial river in the cylinder flows, Raven ringing like a bell in a dream, lost in the rhythm of the soap and the steam. We don't need to hurry, we got time to kill, watching the spinning drum keeping us still, caught inside the neon spin cycle tonight, washing away the heavy synthetic light. Now the beats dropping, keeping it round around, the most beautiful cycle that we ever found. Yeah, let the water wash the static away, purifying the soul for another Cyber Day.
Look, 45 minutes on the digital clock, sitting on the plastic chair listening to the block. Now, nothing but the hum of the heavy machine, keeping the aesthetic and the frequency clean. They out there hacking, running in the rain, but we in the laundromat easing the pain. Baby ends hitting with that liquid metal sound, the heaviest 90 BPM to be found. Just watching the fabric tumble and fall, a localized piece inside these fluorescent walls. Keep the vocals smooth, let the delivery sway, washing the fingerprints of the matrix away.
Watch it turn, watch it spin, where does the water end and the music begin? Just float in the cycle. Synthetic light, 90 beats dropping, keeping it round and round, the most beautiful cycle that we ever found. Yeah, let the water wash the static away. Floating through the chaos of the shifting stream, everybody changing in this digital dream. Dynamic assignment, washing them away, but I need an anchor if I'm gonna stay. Santor ringing through the fiberglass, watching all the temporary packets pass. I don't wanna wander in the neon sea, I need a permanent coordinate for you and me. We finally locked into the static address, a quiet note hidden in the cyber mess. 90 beats drop and keep the gateway clear. We built our own sanctuary right over here, yeah. Let the Santor wash the noise away. Our management IP is here to stay.
Look, bypass the DHCP, we don't need the lease. Setting up the static note, bringing in the peace. Turn the private randomizer off, keep the signal true. AP mode engaged, bridging straight to you. They constantly refreshing, looking for a host, but we anchored in the system like an analog ghost. Santor hitting like a hammer on the wire, cooling down the server, surviving the fire. No conflicts in the local land, everything is set. The most stable connection that you ever met. 90 on the tempo, lazy on the groove. When you know exactly who you are, you ain't gotta move.
No more searching, no more rotating IP. Just a direct line between the system and me. Lock the coordinates. We finally locked into the static address. A quiet note hidden in the cyber mess. And 90 beats dropping, keep the gateway clear. We built our own sanctuary right over here, yeah. Let the centaur wash the noise away. Connection established. Midnight streaks on the upper deck, neon lights wrapping around my neck. No destination in the navigation screen, just a ghost riding through the machine. They're who crying in the slipstream wind, leaving the heavy city far behind. Tires floating on the magnetic rail, riding a brand new ending to the tale. We're caught up in the magnetic drift tonight, chasing the horizon in the purple light. 90 beats dropping, keeping the engine warm, riding right through the digital storm. Yeah, let the eastern strings bend and cry underneath the heavy holographic sky.
Look, throttle wide open, blurring the lines, flashing past the corporate boundary signs. They got the trackers on, looking for a trace, but we moving too smooth for the cyberspace. Her who's slicing right through the rain, washing the static right out of the brain. Ain't carrying data, ain't carrying code, just a renegade soul on the empty road. 90 on the tempo, locking in the pace, leaving the sonic boom in an empty space. Keep the visor down, let the rhythm ride, nothing but the groove on the other side.
Lose the signal, drop the gear. Everything is perfect when you disappear. Just a vibration. Tonight, chasing the horizon in the purple light. 90 beats holding all the memories tight. Walking through the neon in the middle of the night. Headphones on, blocking out the hologram noise. Just listening to the frequency. The analog voice. It's a ride, sliding down the fretless wooden neck. Keeping my reality firmly in check. No cloud storage, no digital stream. Just a magnetic ribbon spinning inside the dream. We're riding on the analog ribbon tonight. Rewinding the shadows, pausing the light. 90 beats dropping, keep the lazy groove slow. Where the true renegades and the romantics go. Yeah, let the magnetic tape hiss and sway. Keeping the algorithms miles away.
Yeah. 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 Look, check the battery, check the A side. Slipping through the city on a private ride. They scanning the networks looking for a leak, but this physical media is the technique. Can't hack a cassette in the pocket of my coat. Every Syrah slide is a handwritten note. No pop-ups, no ads, no synthetic lies. Just the heavy bass line in the purple skies.
90 on the tempo in the lock soul. Taking back the rhythm, taking back control. Let the tape roll, let the melody bend. We got a pocket-sized sanctuary right to the end. Fast forward the pain, rewind the rain. Press play on the moment and do it again. Just feel the vibration. Keep it smooth, renegades and the romantics go. Yeah, let the magnetic tape hiss and sway. Flip the tape. Flip the tape. Flip the tape. Holographic scales glowing in the dark. Swimming through the data in the cyber park. No organic life in the concrete stream, but these digital fish are swimming through the dream. Jiao ringing like a ripple in the mind, leaving the heavy city traffic far behind. Sit by the edge, let the frequencies align. Watching the golden and the purple intertwine. We're just watching the neon koi float by underneath the heavy holographic sky. 90 beats dropping in the lazy groove, letting the water dictate how we move. Yeah, let the digital ripples wash away all the static of a synthetic day.
Yeah. Look, sit by the pond, disconnect the feed. No corporate trackers, no synthetic greed. Just the jaw terrain hitting like drops of rain. Washing the matrix right out of the brain. They flying high speed in the upper lane, but down in the garden we killing the pain. Glowing orange fins in the virtual blue. A localized sanctuary built for two. Keep the tempo lazy, let the bass line sink, giving the digital soul a minute to think.
Breathe it in, let the water settle like a quiet ghost, in the city of metal, just float on the surface. Just watching the neon koi float by.
Watch 'em float
underneath the heavy holographic sky.
90 beats dropping in the lazy groove.
Lazy groove, letting the water dictate how we move. Yeah, let the digital ripples wash away. Hiding in the shadows of the routing table, transmitting my soul through the fiber cable. They're scanning the network, looking for the trace, but I'm a phantom node in the cyberspace. Vina vibrating on the server rack, spoofing the address so they can't track. No geolocation, no digital footprint left behind, just a lazy groove for the analog mind. We're broadcasting live from the phantom node, writing our own rules, breaking the corporate code. 90 beats dropping in the dark, in the cold, where the newest tech meets the ancient soul. Yeah, let the vino wash the surveillance away. We're staying off the grid for another day.
Look, bypass the firewall, master IP. They got a million eyes, but they can't see me. Running through the proxies, jumping through the mesh, keeping the connection and the frequency fresh. Vina hitting heavy with that ancient string, while the fiber optics make the whole rack sing. No latency here, the ping is dead low. We dictate the tempo, we keep it real slow. A localized network, closed and secure, making sure the audio is warm and pure. 90 on the BPM, locked in the groove. A ghost in the machine with nothing to prove.
Ooh, invisible signals travel in the glass, watching all the heavy traffic blindly pass. Just the vibration. We're broadcasting live from the phantom node, writing our own rules, breaking the corporate code, break the code. 90 beats dropping in the dark and the cold, where the newest tech meets the ancient soul. You let the vino wash the surveillance away. We're broadcasting live. the hardware into the deep, where the overclocked memories finally sleep. Fluorinated liquid wrapping the board, cooling the fever of the digital lord. S-Raj crying in the viscous blue, pulling the heat right out of you. No fan spinning, no dust in the air, just floating, suspended in the cyberpunk glare. We're diving into the immersion, cooling tonight, washing the temperature out of the light. 90 beats dropping heavy and slow, where the thermodynamics and the lazy grooves flow. Yeah, let the liquid matrix take control, freezing the hardware to save the soul.
Submerge the node, watch the bubbles rise, running ice cold right before your eyes. Industrial PC dropped in the tank, bypassing the system, hitting the bank. S-Rise pulling strings with a heavy drag, no thermal throttling, no latency lag. We keep the core temp perfectly still, a liquid sanctuary built to chill. 90 on the tempo, underwater sound, the heaviest frequency to be found. Just let the coolant absorb the stress, a silent running in the digital mess.
Hold your breath, watch the processor glow. In the heavy liquid, everything is slow, just a deep vibration. Cooling tonight, washing the temperature out of the light, out of the light. 90 beats dropping heavy and slow, keep it slow, where the thermodynamics and the lazy grooves flow. Yeah, let the liquid matrix take control.